Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospect Central 101. My name is Chris, and today joining me we have
Keelan.
and we're going to be watching some Jake Fromm with you guys today. He is a third-year junior quarterback out of the University of Georgia. Listed officially as of the combine at 6'1", 78, 219, 8 7/8 inch hands, 31 and 1/8 inch arms, and 75-inch wingspan. So, any questions or concerns about the measurables?
I don't even know anymore, honestly. Like, possibly I thought that he was too small, and then we saw Kyler Murray at 5'10" go first overall, so, like, I don't really care anymore.
The one thing for me, I guess, that really stands out is the hands.
Right.
Arms and wingspan don't really mean too much, and weight to me doesn't really mean too much. I mean, honestly, I'd play a 195-pound quarterback like Tyler Huntley if we really had to. Bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
So I'm not really too concerned about the weight. And the height, I mean, as long as he has respectable, like he's not like 5'8". Like Mason Fine's probably a little short for me at 5'9", but anything over like 6 foot, I think is fair. So, would you like to start with? Oh, first off, before we get into the actual tape, here's a little bit of background. Nothing really too notable. Broke his hand in 2018. Cool. Fine now. Would you like to start out with Auburn, Florida, or LSU?
Let's start with I don't know. One of the two games that I have watched already, so we can like save the Florida game for last. Also, first we have John Matthew Stafford, and now we have William Jacob Fromm. That's interesting. I don't know, something.
Okay. So what I'm curious to see about this Auburn game is how he reacts to a Kevin Steele defense. This is probably about as close to a aggressive pressure system as we're going to see from him. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Don Brown tape, which is kind of unfortunate and why I like seeing QBs against Michigan. But Auburn still has a lot of pressure guys, especially in the interior with Brown and Davidson. And Cole, I think, is pretty good too. But yeah, can't say I'm a huge fan of that, but third and 5, throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Okay. Nice trajectory. Okay, nice throw. I really like the way he arcs this. And gets a nice high point on that arc and lands him right in stride for a nice deep throw. Good start. Looked pretty effortless from his part as well, which is nice to see. In terms of arm strength, does not seem to be lacking in that particular area. A little bit too much on that one. Okay. Footwork so far seems to be pretty solid, especially with the timing. That time it wasn't. I like him more in 3 and 5 step. Yeah, he rolled right into Derek Brown.
Oof.
Okay, nice play fake. We like to see that a little bit more to the outside, but that was probably still catchable. Good throw away. Okay. All things considered, it's a pretty good screen pass. Okay, nice job feeling that pressure from the nickel. Or safety, I couldn't tell which one it was. Probably could have placed it a little bit more to the outside. But that still looked like it was catchable. Nice play fake. Okay. Did that get deflected? Yep. Nice play by my dude Derek. Ooh, he had that real guy open. Okay. Yep, that was a misread. He threw that a little bit too late. This ball should be out at this point because he has an easy undercut.
Oof.
So that's a timing issue. That's fine. Yeah, see, this is, he has not even gotten the ball. Yeah. Yeah, that's just late. Not a bad throw, just mistimed. Yeah, that would qualify as CPI. Okay, nice quick hitch. Good boundary throw. Still would like to see him throw that a little bit sooner. Like that. That was better. Yep, there you go. Much better. Little bit high. Probably a touch late again too. Yeah, nice, good arc. Nice touch. Okay. I think we get the point.
Yeah, I don't know how many replays you need for a short pass for a touchdown like that.
Okay, screen pass. Yeah, still late. This ball should be out by here. To be fair, that was pretty tight coverage. And some refs might even call that PI or holding. That was not good.
Oof.
He slipped, but like,
You need to stop making a catchable pass.
well, the issue is how late he threw it.
Right.
Okay.
Also, my apologies. I keep muting my mic because I've sneezed a solid 15 times since this game started. I do not know what's going on.
That was a really risky throw. Nope, he's out. Yeah, that hit you, orange. That probably should have been something.
Probably.
That probably should have been, yeah. Okay. I like his play action. I like those touch passes too. He's doing a really nice job with that arc. Yeah, 10 too. Good play. I like the system so far. Definitely not hurting him at all. Wish he'd take a little bit more under center, but for the most part, they're diversifying their play calling. That was catchable.
Yeah, that was not a bad throw at all.
That's a. Okay, I'm not going to say anything.
What the hell?
Nice. Probably not the best decision.
I'm gonna be real with you. You should not be calling a read option with Jake Fromm.
Nice. Okay. No, no real issue with handling the understanding snaps. Okay, so that's from game number 1.
Well, when I was not sneezing, I feel like it was interesting. His slows, or his, oh my lord, his throws were a bit inconsistent, but all in all, I don't think he was horrible. I just like to see some more consistency.
That it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Haven't really gotten a chance to talk about this so far, but no real issues with the velocity or arm strength aspect. seems to be getting pretty good stuff on these passes. At least sufficient. Maybe not necessarily like great or good or elite, but
Not awful. Or bad, anyways.
and then yeah, he makes that was a little underthrown. I think he has the arm to make it though. He just misread that from the accuracy perspective. He's doing a really nice job of staying composed under pressure. I haven't noticed that much so far, even in the Auburn game against that front. Florida has a couple of pass rushers too, with Jawari Zuniga and Jonathan Greenard, which is one of the reasons why I chose those two games. Okay, let's try finding the escape lane. Has sufficient athleticism. Again, not maybe necessarily a Herbert Love, but I would probably argue more than Easton.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, bad decision. Pretty good throw there, though. What reward is there to this throw?
A reward for Florida? I don't know.
For Fromm, for the throw. What does Jake Fromm get out of completing this pass?
The very small chance of 35 breaking away, but other than that, really.
As he's moving out of bounds backwards?
Well,
and then you throw it high?
then nothing. But, yeah, no.
He got lucky that was incomplete.
Like,
Now watch the one will be open. Maybe not open, but I mean, if he throws this to the outside. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's getting some pretty good velocity on these. Nice, DeAndre. A little bit behind on placement, but respectable. Probably should have run a little bit higher.
yeah, probably.
Looked catchable, but. Get out. Yep, good. He's doing really good with the pressure read. I wish you'd be a little bit more active with the feet beyond the point, or beyond the drop point. You'd be working on six step a little bit more. That's good coverage by CJ. A little bit too physical, but nice. Getting a little bit low on the placement. Nice job getting that out. Catch. Yep. Oh, maybe not.
Damn.
Easy read. Throw. Easy touchdown. Honestly, probably would have been just as good, if not better, throwing it to the other guy. Not sure how much time he has with this rusher, but he definitely has. I mean, I can definitely understand the argument that someone would want him to take that crosser because he was wide open. Okay, nice pump. That was probably catchable. Maybe a little far out in front, but yeah. If that's an NFL receiver, I think that's caught. Nice. Good pressure evasion. Nice job getting that out. A little bit far again, but the first two phases of that play were pretty solid. There seems to be a pretty consistent theme for me so far with Fromm. Is that he's doing a pretty nice job with the first phase. Nothing really too bad mechanically and progression wise. He's going through progressions, and while he occasionally makes questionable decisions, more often than not, they're throws he probably thinks he can make, and in some cases probably can make, even if they're not the most open guy or the best target to throw to on a particular play. The biggest issue for me with him so far has been that third phase of the play. That was a nice catch. And making sure he delivers that ball with proper accuracy.
Damn. That was a really good catch.
I think he got it, but whatever.
I agree.
Nice play fake. I like how he sells that fake too. Good throw under pressure. Great throw under pressure. Yeah, he's doing a really nice job with that pocket presence. It's by far his best attribute to me so far. Much better timing on that throw too, and as you can tell, it leads to that more accurate pass. So yeah, it's really about just the timing of these routes and concepts, and making sure that he gets the ball out when he needs to get the ball out. Okay, screen pass. Nice stuff on DeAndre. Yeah, see, probably not the best read, but like that's a throw that he should be able to make. Nice. Again, good pocket presence. It's backwards. I don't know if I'm actually proud of him, but that was definitely a backwards pass. That probably could have been a late hit. Nice play fake. Nice pressure evasion. Yeah, that's fantastic mobility.
Boom.
It was Andrew Thomas that got me on that play too. Nice. Very nice. Some variation of the switch concept. Just a very tight set. Probably a little late, but it ended up working out. Nice. Again, I like that he's able to throw that back foot. He's doing a really, really nice job of getting these balls out under pressure so far. I don't think he's taking a sack. If he has, he was.
I don't remember seeing him take a sack.
If he has,
Might have been one.
Yeah, if he did, it was probably one of those situations in which he was trying to get away from pressure. Oh, the Marlon Davidson play.
Right.
But yeah, he was forced to roll out. So, but in general, these are two really good pass rushing teams. Zuniga and Greener are both probably going to be top 100 picks this year, and Brown and Davidson should be top 50 picks this year.
Right, yeah.
So, with that being said, do you want to watch the third game or not really?
That was my fifth time watching 4 games, so I'm personally good. If you want to, we can go for it.
Okay, yeah, I'll just watch it off camera, I guess, if I need to.
Okay.
But, especially considering you've already seen it, it's probably going to be a little bit repetitive. And I
Yeah,
feel
but
like I've seen enough of him between those two games as well.
right, and I'm sure you've watched a decent amount of Georgia games over the past 3 years.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'll let you give your thoughts.
Um, it's interesting. It was. I feel like it was slightly better than what I remember, and I feel I didn't watch the Florida game. I think the Florida game was pretty much better than the LSU game for sure. But I liked what he did under pressure, like we've mentioned a few times. I thought his accuracy was decent. It was sometimes a bit shaky, but all in all, I think he was pretty decent. Like a day two guy.
So here are our categories. This will probably be the last quarterback video I do for the year, depending on who player 15 is, or if Loving presses, or if the Lions draft someone, I'll obviously do one on them. But for now, we have our categories here: intangibles, decision making, strength. I'll go over all of them again. Intangibles, I'm gonna go with the 9. Played with pretty decent players with Thomas and Swift. So had some surrounding talent there. Pretty good system though as well. Played against some really good teams throughout the course of this past season specifically. Auburn was a top 10 team at one point, I think. LSU obviously national champion. Baylor top 10 team at one point, top 5 team at one point.
Florida top 10 as well.
Yep, Florida was a borderline top 5 team at one point. So he played against some pretty respectable teams, but he also had a little bit of help as well and didn't have to necessarily carry the team. Still, though, really nice mental traits. Pretty good there. Decision making, probably by far one of his lower categories. Maybe a 5 is a little harsh, but he made some very interesting decisions. I wouldn't necessarily say he's as bad as some of the guys I gave 3s to, but I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him move on to finding the open receiver a little bit more instead of throwing it to his earlier read, and kind of improvise a little bit more from the playbook, and instead of throwing to his first or second read, just find the guy who's open and get the open receiver the ball a little bit more often. I'm pretty solid at 7. Seems about right. It's sufficient, not in the class of like an Easton or Herbert, not really in the class of Tua either. I probably could go with an 8. We'll see at the end. Short accuracy, I'm gonna go with a 9 for short. Because I feel like he did a pretty nice job on those like 5-yard or less routes. I think I'll just give him like a 5 in intermediate. I feel like he has the ability to play really nice in West Coast system. Get him in play action, get him moving a little bit, and make sure that he has a little bit of protection. so that he doesn't have to rush his throws. But otherwise, I really do like him from that within 5 yard range of slants or hitches or drags. Whereas intermediate, not really so much. Did not really see a whole lot there to warrant anything particularly special. I have been really hard on a lot of these intermediate guys. The only guys with higher than 8 so far are Burrow and Tua, which is kind of says a lot about the strength of this class. A lot of these guys are going to either be short throwers in the West Coast, or you're going to be stretch the field guys, like your Easton, I think is who that is. But yeah, I'd like to see him just be a little bit more consistent with those 10, 15 yard throws, and I think a lot of that comes down to the timing, and making sure you have that um, consistency with the receiver, I guess is the best way to put it. Deep throws were pretty good though. I'm gonna give him 9. I think he only missed like 1 or 2 of those deeper passes. Pretty nice job with the touch. Pretty nice job with the velocity as well. So I definitely feel pretty comfortable with him throwing down the field, at least relative to what you would expect a pro quarterback to be able to do down the field. Not even Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, etc. make all their down the field throws. So I still feel pretty good about him there. Athleticism kind of surprised me a little bit. I think that was the one thing I kind of been a little bit uh, underinformed about coming into this. I think he's a lot more athletic than people were giving him credit for. I don't think it's anything spectacular. Like, I have a 10, I think that's Jalen Hurts. But he definitely can move around a little bit, a lot more than I was expecting, given that he's perceived as a pocket passer. I'm going to go with an 8. Did a really nice job of evading the pressure, specifically in the pocket. Did a really nice job of finding the rushing lanes and being able to extend plays a little bit more than I was expecting. So that was a pretty pleasant surprise from that standpoint. On the other hand, I would like to see him throw the ball a little bit better out of the pocket. So I'm only going to give him a 7 there. That kind of counters that. Didn't really get to see him throw the ball on the move very often. So I'd like to see a little bit more of that instead of just running around and continuing to run or throwing away. Obviously, those are probably good decisions in those cases too, which goes back to the decision making thing. But still, I'd like to see him work on the timing. I'd like to see him work with getting receivers open, a few of those other things. Excuse me. Mechanics, nothing really too notable. I'm going to go with an 8. I would like to see him work a little bit more on the hitch step, keep his feet a little bit more active when he's in the pocket after his drop. But his drop seemed pretty good. Didn't really see any notable issues with the release. So, yeah, I just really want to see him work on that timing and making sure that he's able to get the ball out when he needs to, not too early, especially not too late. And miscellaneous, no real injuries, no real character things, so I feel pretty good about giving him a 10 there. So, while I calculate, I'll let you go over your thoughts.
Okay. So, just looking at yours. Everything seems a bit accurate, mostly accurate. I think the middle accuracy, I would personally have it a little bit higher. I don't think he was as inaccurate as he was just making poor decisions. So for that reason, I think I'd only have it like at maybe a 6 or a 7. But other than that, really, yeah, I think it seems about right.
Cool. So I end up giving him a 77, which is QB4 for me, right above Hurts in that same kind of grouping as Loving Easton.
Cool. I think I gave him, off the top of my head, a 78, which I believe that's QB6 for me. because I'm higher on Love and Easton than you are.
Fair enough. Yeah, there was like one thing about each of those guys that was kind of like really, really annoying. I think I ended up watching Love's like worst two games, which didn't help. So I ended up bumping him up quite a bit during the Senior Bowl. And
Uh,
then, yeah, Easton, I think I watched him with Braden. It was really the decision making, it looks like, for both of those guys. And then the out of pocket ability for Easton, and then the mechanical elements for Love. So, whereas, yeah, I think Fromm is a little bit more consistent in terms of those pro elements and that translation factor.
right.
And the
There.
decision making was pretty even. So, yeah, the one thing that really kind of knocked Fromm down was that intermediate and decision making. But he's still a day two guy. I would say third round.
Yep, that's fair.
Any other thoughts from you?
No, I think personally, if I were a GM of the team, I'd take him in the third round, potentially late too, depending on my QB situation. But I'd feel really comfortable taking him in the third round.
And it depends on
But
where your picks are too. If you're a team like the Saints, you can
right,
see your backup for Jabriz. He might not be there at the bottom of the day two.
right.
So that all kind of plays a factor. And honestly, I would not be surprised if someone traded up into the back end of the first, or if a team like the Patriots or Steelers or whoever Saints
Saints.
ended up going after him with their end of the first pick.
Steelers don't have a pick, but
Oh, right, they traded it. My fault.
yeah,
Well, I mean, I guess they're kind of in that conversation to trade up if they wanted one.
right, right, yeah.
So, any other thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, I think we've covered it.
Sweet. Well, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, learned a thing or two along the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. As we continue to move forward with draft season, probably going to be our last QB video of the year, barring something happening. But we
Yeah,
did have a Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Hurts, Love, Easton, and Montez, and Gordon and Shea videos from Senior Bowl week, all up as well. So if you guys missed one of those, check those out. These are probably going to be around my final grades. I still adjust for Combine and rewatching that. I still adjust for Pro Day and things like that. If I go back and rewatch a game, for example, if I add a third game for Love and Easton, those guys could continue to move a little bit. But I feel like I'm pretty good about where I'm at with these quarterbacks. All that really comes down to tier one for me is Burrow and Tua. Tier two, kind of in a group of his own, is Justin Herbert behind those top two guys, but above the rest. Group three for me is in some order from Hurts, Love, Easton. I don't see any of those guys moving up into that first tier or down into the second tier or down into the fourth tier. I think they're pretty much locked in that third. And then you have your other guys that are going to be more your day three types. With your Montez Stanley, Lewerke, Gordon, Patterson, Morgan, probably in that group. I think you liked
yeah,
Huntley, so Huntley probably is somewhere in that group. Uh,
yeah. I have
Joshua will
Huntley as
probably
my.
end up somewhere in that group too. I only have highlights on him right now, but what were we saying?
I said I have Huntley personally as my QB10, which is I think higher than most other people have him, but I think he'd be a good day three pick.
So yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm going to end up shaping up. Some of the numbers will end up changing along the way, and some of the specifics and everything like that. But overall, I feel pretty good about the quarterbacks this year. So with that being
Mhm.
said, hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. But for now, peace out.